welcome back to HMRK. But before I get started, make sure you hit a like, smash the subscribe button and enable notifications so whenever we post a new video, you'll be notified. And we're back here with another player rating video, and this time it was for Tottenham against West Ham.
That's right, indeed. So we've had a couple of days. The match was played on Sunday,
Yes.
wasn't it? What we Tuesday today.
Yeah.
We've had a bit of time to let it sink in, let it mellow out a little bit, and think about our thoughts on the game.
I got cussed.
Did you get cussed?
I mean, I was the first one in the line, and then when the boys started coming, the first thing they said to me was, "Oh, Tottenham drew 3-3."
Yeah, and you know what? I always say there's nothing wrong in friendly banter. I think that's fantastic. I think we all obviously live our daily lives, and we always our life revolves around our football club. But that doesn't mean that West Ham fans, their life doesn't revolve around their football club, and everyone's proud and everyone wants their football club to do well. West Ham fans are not unlike us. They want to see their club win games, win trophies, just like we do. So that part is so getting getting like the mick taken out of you, that's part and parcel of football. But as long as it stays like within certain lines.
I mean, I don't take it seriously. It's funny.
Yeah, no, I mean that's what it is. It's not to take everything too seriously, and at the end of the day,
I mean, it's fine because I'll get my revenge someday. I mean, we'll end up winning someday.
Yeah, I'm sure. Listen, in football, you win some, you lose some. We didn't lose the game; it was a draw in the end. So that was the good part of it. And if I'm being honest, India, I think that I was more disappointed after the Newcastle result, because in the Newcastle result, we absolutely battered Newcastle, and any Newcastle fan would turn around and say, do you know what, we were lucky, right? I have to be honest, and I think we said it on the day during the thing, we were worried that West Ham might equalise, and fair play to them, they kept going, they kept plugging away, and they got their rewards in the end, and at the end of the day, for just putting that ethic in, the work ethic in, I'd almost have to say I think they kind of deserve their point in the end. You deserve what you put in. What you put in is what you get out, right?
I mean, they scored 3 goals. I mean, it's 3 goals really for 1 point.
Yeah. So listen, hats off to them. Hats off to them. And we didn't lose.
We didn't lose, but it did feel like a defeat.
It did feel like, of course. And you know what the strange thing is? I now know West Ham fans must have felt very similar to how we felt when Lucas Moura scored that goal against Ajax, and only we know how we felt, right? And so they would have felt it's the last kick of the game, right? So, but anyway, and also before we get onto the player ratings, I want to thank again. We've had tremendous amount of messages, and we've had good messages from West Ham fans as well. Some really nice light-hearted banter. Nothing wrong with that. Keep the messages coming. It's nice and light-hearted, no problem. I like engaging with fans.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, it's fun. We like engaging with other fans, and I think it's fantastic.
Yeah, all my friends, we don't all support one team. I mean, we support different teams, and it's fun.
It's fun,
it's
right?
Fun.
Absolutely. So let's move on to the player ratings. Let's start with Hugo. Hugo couldn't do anything with the first goal. Really couldn't do anything with the third goal, the screamer. Yeah. And he really couldn't do anything with the second goal, really. So I think Hugo,
he was alright.
He was fine. I mean, he got a slight touch to it, but and people were saying if he went with his other hand, would he have been able to get there? Look, I think we're being a little bit, a bit, like I said, sceptical if we think that he really should have saved that, because it was such a good strike. So I'm going to give Hugo a 6.5.
Alright. I don't think he really had much to do. Again, I agree with you. He couldn't really do much about the 3 goals. Yep. They just kind of came out from thin air, I guess. And then I think it was good overall. So I'm gonna give him a 6.
6. Okay, perfect. Let's move on to Serge. Serge, I thought was good.
He could have done better.
He could have done better for one of the goals.
Yeah.
And I think his crossing could have been better. But generally speaking, I didn't think he was one of our worst players.
Yeah, he wasn't bad.
So for that, I'm going to give Serge a 6.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's move on to Toby. Again, Toby.
He was good. I mean, he made a few tackles here and there.
Yeah.
And I think overall, yeah, he was good. I mean,
he didn't get caught out much.
He didn't get caught out, yeah. And
yeah.
He did well, just defender really.
Yes, I think he did okay. So I'm going to give him a 6 as well.
Yeah, I'm going to give him a 6 too.
Right. So then let's move on to Sanchez, who I thought probably was our worst player on the day.
Obviously scoring an own goal.
And I just thought Antonio ran him ragged. Yeah. And I'll be honest with you.
I mean, he's a beast.
Oh, Antonio is a strong lad, isn't he?
I don't think Sanchez... Antonio was just all over Sanchez. Sanchez couldn't do anything.
He couldn't do anything. And I think, actually, when Antonio went off, it was still 3-0. I breathed a sigh of relief. I thought, wow, he's taken off Antonio, who's given Sanchez so many problems. Yeah. This game's in the bag. That's what I was thinking in my head.
But,
But it never turned out that way. So I'm going to give...
maybe he didn't get a break because he was probably really tired from Antonio.
Yeah, maybe. But Sanchez gets a 4 from me.
I'm going to give him a 5.
You're going to give him a 5.
Yeah.
Okay, and Reguilón, I think similar to Serge. Had a decent game, got up and down, providing an assist. He's still getting to grips with the league. Yeah. I'm going to give him a 6.
I'm going to give him a 6.5.
Okay, so let's move on to Ndombele.
He was good.
Yep.
He's got that skill.
Yep.
He's one of those players. He's a bit like Ali when he does his little flicks and tricks.
But he's got a little bit more end product to his flicks and tricks.
I mean, they're very accurate.
Yeah, yes. And he can turn, and I like the way he turns, and he generally plays the ball forward.
He's just that player that you want.
Yeah, I think he's actually slowly winning a lot of Tottenham fans over. I'm going to give him a 6.5.
I'm going to give him a 7.
You're going to give him a 7. Okay, Højbjerg.
I don't really know, but it was decent. I mean...
Yeah, he did his bits. He did his bits. He quietly gets about and does and plays the game.
I would like him to be a bit more out there. I think he's still a bit quiet. Yeah,
but I think that's what he does, and I think what you're trying to say is the pass he gave for Man United. You'd like to see a little bit more of that for Serge Aurier's game. So for goal, sorry. So I'm going to give Højbjerg a 6 as well.
6.5.
6.5, and then we had Sissoko, who I think was at fault for the first goal. Actually, he just didn't get off the ground. I can't normally label that of Sissoko because he's kind of all action, gets about the pitch.
Yeah, normally he's like everywhere. Normally he's fast and
Yeah, I just think his game was okay.
It was okay, but again, Aurier, he could have done better.
Yeah, he could have done better, but I'm going to give him a 6.
I'm going to give him 6.
Okay, so let's move on to Bergwijn.
I mean, he was decent. Again, he was decent, but could have been improved. I think with Bergwijn, he hasn't really shown himself yet.
Yeah.
I don't think he's played enough games, or I think he just needs to put himself out a bit more as well.
Yeah.
I think we need to see that skill kind of.
Yeah, I think I tend to agree. I think he's still kind of got to win everyone over. I think the goal against Man City helped, and it always helps score on your debut, but I think he's got to do a little bit more.
I mean, obviously, and he did score against Man City that we were playing, which is good. But we need more of those goals.
Yeah, we need more of that end product. Yeah. I'm going to go with a 6.
I'm going to go with a 6.5.
Okay, now let's move on to Sonny.
Again, I mean, what can you say? He was brilliant.
Yeah, Sonny is just amazing. I mean, like I said, he's got pace.
He's got that.
He's got finishing ability. He's got that infectious smile on his face.
Yeah. And
I watched his interview on BBC, and I almost felt like he was going to cry. I felt like he was so kind of you felt the emotion. He was lost for words. Even he didn't know what to say, and he was like, "How can you draw a game from 3-0 up?" Yeah, I just we absolutely adore Son, and I think he was brilliant again.
Really good. No matter if you lose, if you win, if you draw, he's just amazing.
He's such a humble guy. Yeah, you can just see it in him. Yeah, he's such a humble person.
I feel like He doesn't. I don't think he's one of those people that doesn't care about the money.
Yeah.
I feel like he just cares about being the best player he can on the pitch.
I agree. Yeah.
He feels like one of those players, and I think he is that player.
That's what's so infectious about him.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go and give Son an 8 because I think he deserves an 8.
I'm gonna give him 8.5 because I just love the passion, and I love how he loves the football club that he's at, and I adore him so much.
Brilliant. Okay, and now let's move on to he's one of our own, Harry Kane. I mean, what can we say about Harry?
Wonderful.
He's been awesome this year.
Been great.
The highest point scorer on fantasy football. I brought him into my side this week. I captained him. Got me 32 points.
Wow.
Two goals and assist. I mean, the pass for Sonny was amazing, wasn't it?
But what I feel like Mourinho's doing is he's playing Kane a bit more deeper.
Yeah.
Because I feel like he's making those passes now.
Yeah.
To score goals.
Exactly. He's more of a team player now.
He's making those passes, and then it's creating chances.
Definitely.
And on top of that, he's also scoring goals.
Definitely. So he all round he's such a good player. I'm gonna give Harry a 8.5 out of 10 for his performance on Sunday.
I'm gonna give him a 9.
You're gonna give him a 9. I think that's a really good score as well. I honestly can't remember the subs, but I'm gonna try to. I think Mora came on, BALE came on. No, Lamela wasn't even in the squad. Winks came on, so there we go. So Winks came on, Lamela, confused me. Lucas came on, and BALE came on. Now Mora didn't really do too much, really.
I don't think he was on the pitch
long enough for me to even give him a score. Really, I thought he was poor actually because of he let the runner go for the Sanchez own goal. So
maybe I'm gonna give him like a 5.
I'm gonna give him a 5. Yeah. And let's move on to Winks. Could he have done better for the clearance?
Yes.
I think he could have. I think he could have put his foot through it.
He gave the ball.
Yeah, I think we really should have got he should have got more distance.
Should have got there.
Yeah, and like I said, he didn't have a lot of time on the pitch, but I'm going to give him a 5.
Yeah, I give him a 5 too.
And Gareth Bale, what can we say? Second debut for him. Yeah. And do you know?
Should have scored.
He should have scored, yeah. He should have scored.
He missed by like that much.
It was, well, I don't know how much he missed by, but you know, we were jumping up and down thinking, wow, he's going to get the winner here. And then he just screwed it wide, really. But
I don't know how you can do that. It's Gareth Bale.
It's Gareth Bale, I know. It's shocking, but looking, it's so good to see the lad back in our colours. I'm really happy. I'm sure that once his fitness comes up, he's going to be an absolute dynamite player for us second time round. So definitely happy about that and seeing him in our colours again. What else can I say? Really, all I can say really is, and I'll tell you this, Indy, and I watch a lot of sports as well, like tennis, like cricket, like rugby, and sport is about fine margins. These little margins that make the differences. Now, when we talk about fine margins, we talk about a post away from going 4-0 up. Harry Kane hits the post. If that goes 6 or 7 inches the other side, we're talking about a 4 or 5-0 win and a comfortable win, right? Obviously, but it wasn't comfortable because West Ham were coming back into the game. But if we had scored that 4th goal, we would have probably won the game 4-1, maybe 4-0, something like that, 5-0. And then you think Gareth Bale scores that goal in the end, we still win the game 4-2. And that doesn't go in. Lanzini smashes one into the top. And these are the fine margins. But that's why we love sport.
The thing is, I mean, I don't really remember how much added time there was, but I think it was like 4 minutes.
4 minutes, yeah.
And the thing is, I don't know where they find 4 minutes from.
Well, I think the substitutions, injuries. They do. It's part and parcel of. It's part and parcel.
To be honest, I don't know where they found 4.
Well, doesn't matter. They found it, and it's irrelevant. It was free. So, just want to add. Keep the comments coming. Love comments from Jose. Go on then. I wanted to wrap it up, but let's do Jose.
I'll give him a 9.
You're going to give him a 9?
Yeah.
Whoa, you're kidding me, aren't you?
No, sorry. I'm going to give him a 7.
Yes, I'm going to give Jose a 7. I think he actually got some of the subs wrong. I think bringing Bale on was good. I think Sonny should have stayed on. I think if he stayed on, we probably might still win the game. Yeah. So I think Winksy coming on. Yeah, I think he could have brought Ben Davies on instead. and shored it up a bit. We were struggling a little bit. I think Ben Davies could have come on, gone 5 at the back. Doherty, or he could have brought Doherty on maybe, but doesn't matter. Listen, the game's done. We gotta go with that. But coming back to it, loving seeing comments from other fans from other football clubs. Love it. Love some gentle banter. So brilliant. Keep the comments coming. We try to respond to all fans. Yes, just again, subscribe, hit a like, and we'll catch you on the next one. Come on, you Spurs.